it's Michelle with The Singing Baker again. I'm glad you're back. Today I'm going to be showing you how to fry eggs, not one way, not two ways, not three ways, but four ways. We're going to be going through the sunny side up egg, the over easy, the over medium, and the over hard. So we will get started soon. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, make sure you go ahead and click the subscribe button so that you can see more videos like these. First egg we're going to get started on is the sunny side up egg. It's probably one of the most common eggs that you would ever need to make. I do have my pan preheating here at about medium-high heat. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of butter to my pan. You can also use oil if you wish. That's just going to start sizzling. And just want to swirl it around here. You want to really get your egg in the pan before this butter starts to brown. I do have an egg here that I put into a bowl first. And I'm just going to slowly drop that in. Try to move my yolk as close to the center as possible before it sets. Sometimes you'll see it go to the side. There we go, that's not too bad. So we're just gonna let that fry a little bit. We're basically waiting until the white begins to set. You want to make sure that you're not popping the yolk. There we go. This only takes a minute or so. And what I like to do is as it cooks, just slowly get a little bit of the slimy center, if you will, and just keep pushing it outwards. Being very careful not to break that yolk. There we go. For the sunny side up egg, you don't flip it, just leave it be. And as soon as this part right here next to the yolk turns white, you are good to go. So here we have it. Sunny side up egg. Perfect. With the sunny side up egg, you're going to have a really nice runny egg yolk in the middle. Okay, so the next type of egg we're going to make is the over easy egg. So similar to how we started before, you're going to get your butter in the pan, medium-high heat, then slowly drop your egg in, making sure that you do not break that yolk. And what we're going to do is for the over easy egg, you cook it for maybe about 2 minutes or so, and then you turn it over very carefully and then cook it in just another 30 to 60 seconds. And then that's your over easy egg. So going to get started with getting a little bit of butter in the pan. Get that sizzling. I want to get this going around in the pan a little bit. I want to get the egg in there before it starts to brown though. And I showed you before that you can get your egg and crack it actually in a bowl. Another way to do it is instead of cracking it in the bowl, I just like to tap it on a flat surface. That actually prevents some of the eggshell from getting into your pan as well. I've seen people do it like this on the edge of the pan, but that really causes the shell to break so much more. So just a quick tap here, and then you just open it up very carefully like that. There we go. Let that fry for about 2 minutes or so. Then I usually keep just going around the edges. Like before, you're going to take all of the, just around the yolk, being careful not to go too close to it, but move all of this. You'll see a little bit of the sliminess there. You want to take that off and move it outwards. And then once the eggs are finished, of course you're going to season it, salt and pepper. You can also do maybe a little crushed red pepper, some herbs if you like. Always season. Okay. So it's gone about a minute. We're almost there. Let that go. I think we are ready to flip it. So I'm going to carefully flip it, and then we're going to cook it for another 30 seconds or so on the other side. Okay. There we go. I usually try to do maybe closer to the 30-second mark rather than the 60-second mark, because then that makes sure that the yolk is still definitely a little bit runny on that side, but just barely cooked on the other side. So that way you still have the runny yolk. Okay, we are almost there. And I am ready to move this to the plate. Here we have your over easy egg. Okay, so we're going to get started again. Now we're going to be doing the over medium eggs. Very similar to how we did the over easy eggs, except that we're going to cook it just a tad bit longer. So again, we cook it for about 2 minutes or so. Flip it over. The over easy was cooking for maybe 30 to 60 seconds. The over medium, we're going to hold it a little longer, and we're going to be cooking it on the other side for 60 to 90 seconds. So just a tad bit longer. Another alternative, and I'm going to get this butter in the pan while I give you a little alternative there. If you are a little bit leery of flipping the egg, another alternative that you can do is to take a spoon, and then without flipping it, you can basically just baste. You're going to turn it like this and then baste your egg like that. And then that will essentially cook the yolk a little bit for you. Okay, so that's nice and sizzling. I'm going to go ahead and get my egg in. Okay. Carefully get that in there. There we go. So we're going to let this cook for about 2 minutes. And we have it again on a medium-high heat. I'm going to let that work its magic there in the pan. Remember, you're going to leave your yolk alone. Just leave it be. A lot of the cooks and diners, they've got this down pat because, of course, they get lots of different requests from their customers on how they like their egg. We're going to let that go for just roughly 2 minutes. You can put it up to 3 minutes, but I like to do it closer to 2. So you can do that based on your preference. So we are approaching the 2-minute mark, getting pretty close to it. I've been moving the liquidy part out towards the edges very carefully, making sure that all of this cooks and gets white. So that's essentially what I'm looking for. I think we are ready to flip this. Okay, so just going to get it under there. And you'll see that it starts to move around in the pan on you, so you know you have a good shot of getting this flipped. So over medium, we're going to do it for 60 to 90 seconds on this other side, and then it's ready to go. There we go. And we will just watch that there and be careful with the time. Okay. So this yolk is going to be still a little bit soft on you. It's going to be more of like a jammy consistency. So whereas the Sunnyside egg was very, very runny, the Over Easy was still mostly runny, just a tad bit cooked, a little further. And then the over medium egg is going to be more of a jammy consistency. So if that's what you like, that's what your preference would be, you're going to ask for an over medium egg. Okay. I think we're getting close here. All right, I think we are good to go. So here you have it, over medium egg. Okay, so now we have cooked 3 out of the 4 ways. We've done a sunny side up egg, we've done over easy, we've done over medium, and now we're going to move to over hard. Over hard is probably another very common way to cook eggs. Sunny side up is very popular, and then over hard is probably the second most popular, or even maybe equal to the sunny side up egg. We are going to get started. We put the butter in the pan as we've done before. I'm going to go ahead and get this started. There we go. We're going to let this cook, same as before, about 2 to 3 minutes. Now, an over hard egg is completely cooked. You're going to have all of the egg white cooked and all of the egg yolk cooked. So the egg yolk is going to be pretty firm and hard and completely cooked. So this is going to cook for 2 to 3 minutes. Then I'm going to go ahead and flip it over like we've done before with the other types of eggs. And then instead of the 30 to 60 seconds or 60 to 90 seconds, we're going to cook it again for another 2 to 3 minutes. And then that is going to be your over hard egg. Okay, so my egg has been cooking for about, it's close to 2.5 minutes at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and do my flip. Get right underneath there. Flip it over. Perfect. Okay. And then we're going to let this cook for another 2 to 3 minutes. So I'll probably go close to maybe 2.5. And then we will have our over hard egg. And it should be completely cooked in the inside. It'll be the egg white cooked as well as the egg yolk completely cooked. All right, so we are just about perfect now. This over hard egg has been cooking for maybe 2 minutes, 45 seconds, somewhere around there. So it's completely cooked. All of the egg white is cooked as well as the egg yolk. There you have it.